Today in history, the 20th of July 1917, it's a day that will live in infamy, or maybe not, depending on whether you were born in America in the early 20th century. Because today was the first military draft lottery in American history. Up until this point, the U.S. had raised its army through a combination of volunteers and some limited conscription, which was only applied to certain states at the behest of the governor. But with America's entry into World War I now fully committed, President Woodrow Wilson announced to Congress that a draft was required. The timing would be up to Congress, so they set it for today, July 20th, 1917. So how did this work? Well, they had 10 million registered voters, which is about 1/3 of the population at the time. And each person got a little card with a number on it, like a lottery ticket, except this one was for a draft lottery. Then all these cards were put into a big wooden wheel, which was spun around by two pretty girls, if you can imagine that. And when it stopped, the first card that came out was no. 1. So that guy got picked. Actually, he didn't get picked, he just got a little red dot placed next to his name on the list. That's all. That's how you know you got drafted. Then they kept going till they had to 100,000 red dots. After that, the men with the red dots had to report to their local draft board within 10 days to be classified. They could appeal their classification if they didn't like it, but most of them were either rejected on medical grounds or because they had jobs that were deemed essential. This went on for a few weeks, and then all the men who hadn't been rejected were ordered to report to training camp. And that is how the very first American draft class was created, and it was a very American thing to do. You know, putting things off until the very last minute, having to scantily clad women spin a wheel to decide the fate of thousands of men. Yes, it's unfathomable now, but back then, it was just another Tuesday. If you want to learn more about this and other days in history, follow along for more.